Hi everybody, we are back, and today we have, what is it called? Corian's Loot? Or
Yeah, the warehouse
it's
loot. Yeah,
it's the
Corian's
warehouse
picks.
loot. So Corian's picks. Yeah, okay, that's what I was thinking too, but I was like, which one is it? We have so many, so many things from her.
I know.
I was having a hard time keeping track. But this is going to be super fun. We're going to do a design on the fly, which is always great. So if you for new and fresh to designing, or it can add some different perspectives, but it gives you a little more in-depth detail to our design process, right? And we'll give you inspiration if you buy this today. So
there's also some of the elements I think that we'll focus on are available on the retail website. So we will try to do a few more in-depth techniques with those. So really a great benefit to watching today is just really talking about and learning about the design process when you're taking a really great group of inspirational findings and figuring out what to do with them.
yes, yeah, absolutely.
We'll touch on a few different jewelry techniques as well that are all level friendly.
Yep, I agree. So yeah, we're going to hop into this real soon here, but first I'm going to give you guys an overview of everything. But yeah.
So if they were subscribed in October, this is what you'll be getting. And I believe Corian already showed this once on the warehouse sale. So you guys know what's coming who are already subscribed. But this subscription is $100 a month, and it's always an insane amount of product for that.
Yeah.
So this was anybody who subscribed during the month of October will get this. If you want next month's loot, then you could subscribe now.
Yep.
So looks
also,
like
guys,
we have quite a few people here.
I have my yearbud today, so I'm gonna be pumped. Pumped with energy. I think that's a little dirty for some reason.
You think so? Maybe it's a little.
It like every once in a while, like it's like going
fuzzy.
like out of focus. Okay.
There we go, a little cleaner.
That's a lot.
What,
cleaner,
you
yeah.
didn't want the glamour shot glow?
It wasn't even glamour shot. It's like when you have a little bit of frost on your windshield,
Yes.
and the sun's shining through,
Oh,
and you
yeah.
can't really like see
Yeah.
it properly. So yeah, that's kind of what it was. I'm gonna move this off of here. We're just gonna scoop, and we're gonna have a massive pile of things. Ready? And if that doesn't show you how much is in there, I don't know what will.
So Corian usually runs this by me. And I was like, yeah, that looks like, it's extra good this month. And I was like, let's just give him a treat. But then I noticed later that those rhinestone balls were in there. And they're so expensive right now.
And we are obsessed with these.
Right?
Too. We
like
love
those
these.
are such a great deal. If you bought the loot this last month, you got a really, really good deal.
Yeah.
Because I glossed over the fact that how many of those were in there. Because I thought there were only one or two. But wow. It's an amazing deal.
And then just be quiet for 1 second. I'm going to give them a little like.
Okay. Ooh, ASMR.
Yeah. There you go.
Peggy said you'll be nice and peppy today.
Yeah.
I've already had mine because I had to be up early this morning, guys. I don't like getting up early.
I also had to be up an hour earlier than I wanted to be up.
Yeah.
Because my older brother was supposed to take my little brother to school. And that didn't happen.
He didn't get up.
And so my mom calls me, hey, can you drive him to school? He already missed the bus. And so, yeah, it was my job. Apparently.
Yeah. She's the responsible one, even though she's not the oldest.
Mm-hmm. It's oldest daughter syndrome.
Yeah, it is. Well, only daughter, too. Goodness.
But oldest daughter makes it a lot different than if you're the youngest out of your family and the girl.
Sure.
And I would be so spoiled. Imagine.
No, I can't because
that would be demonic.
Well, you're the only on Dad's side. You're the only girl granddaughter though, so like your aunt and your grandma always love shopping for you.
Can you actually add
fun.
like one jump ring to this for me?
Yeah, you know what I think would look good? What would be like that lion.
You're right. Actually, let's do that really quickly, guys.
So I'm gonna have you add to that.
But just add a jump ring to the end. I made it just a little bit too small.
Yeah, sure thing. That's always a good.
It's hard to tell when you're twisting it too.
I think
how much
so.
you need.
It's always a good kind of hack, I would say, is if my necklace is a little bit too tight, I just add one on the end.
So we're gonna use this tiger and put him on my necklace that I'm wearing because why not? This is super easy to do as well. It's just mostly a little finicky with your hands. You're just taking our white pearl cord and you just twist it around and then secure it with wire on the ends. I just simply folded this over. Well, this is one end where it's twisted. Wait a second. Oh yeah, this is the end I folded over and the other end's just like twisted. So would be the middle of the cord that I did. Twisted, 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 twisted. And then I just folded this side over and wired it to secure it. And then we're just gonna take...
And Doug, I am monitoring you too, but thank you. I can't actually do anything on my phone other than that right now. Because it's a camera today. It's no longer a phone.
Yeah, somebody on YouTube asked a very silly question.
Yeah, so I'm sure he's probably wanting to remove this person.
Yeah. So I just took a jump ring. This would be like a JR45 size of an etched one. Do you know what that would be called? This etched.
Oh yeah, it's
JR45.
I will look it up. I will find it and actually pin it on here too.
Because we'll probably use this a lot, so I'm gonna have her give this to you for sizing, and I'm simply just gonna put this on. If I was concerned about it moving around, what I would probably do is I would just take some wire and wire on both sides to make sure it didn't go past. So I'm just going to put that on really quickly.
I will look at the jump rings and find it. It's actually the one that we used in our set last week. So, in our pack, in our Woodland Gallery pack, if you guys were in for that one. Looks like 106, I think.
And that is how that comes out. Very easy necklace idea, but I think this piece really makes it because it's very much a statement, the bright color, and I think it's fun. Let's hop into another piece.
Okay.
So when I was looking at these, initially I was like, oh, this would look so cool hammered, and then maybe to have something that was riveted. So first I'm going to hammer these two blanks. Ooh. Oops. I'm going to change my camera angle so I don't attack my camera. We kind of need that. And I'm taking the Big Daddy today.
8 ounce, right?
Yeah, this is the heavy one. And I'm starting off with the pointed, not the flat side, because I want dimples in here and not just like to flatten it. So I want to add texture.
Oh, I see why you're doing the Big Daddy right now.
So we're adding texture.
if we have. I'm not sure if we have
And
that
I'm gonna
one.
flatten it on the other way.
I'm checking to see if we have that one on retail. I'm not sure that we do. That might be just available on the warehouse.
The other day, guys, my friends and I were talking about doing like trips or whatever, going on like little trips, how we want to do that. And we were trying to figure out what we wanted to do for summer. And I was like, oh, I just like so badly want to do like a train trip. Like, right? Like I would so love to do that. Like do like the West Coast from like Seattle down to like the coast of California and all of that. And we looked at the prices for a room for a train trip, and it's so expensive. I was so sad. I was so sad. Like, I was thinking, like, okay, you know, $300, $400, that makes sense. Like, no, it was like, it would have been like $2,000 something for all three of us to go. And that's so expensive. We're like, it's so much more expensive than a flight, which is crazy to me. So I wonder if any of you guys have been on train trips. I'm super jealous. When I have so much money, then I'll do that. But that is
I feel like there's some
definitely not the case right now.
Mystique. And I love movies that are surrounded or that
they're
are
on the
set
train,
on the train.
like the detective train ones,
Yes.
Orient Express. I love that.
Yeah. Well, so I just watched with Hunter last night an 80s movie. It reads like an 80s movie, but it's really a 90s, like 1992 maybe is when it came out.
Ooh, this texture came out like really
let
cool.
me see. Ooh, oh my gosh. It's so good. Wait, hold it up this way to the camera too. Like up in front of this camera so they can see. Yeah, whoa. It just in the different light.
It likes my face more.
I think it is programmed to do that.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah.
It has an autofocus. Oh, Peggy said summer months would be super expensive. Interesting. Would a different season be cheaper? Yeah, because I was looking then and I was like, man, I really want to do that.
Yes. Someone's saying, what is this? That's on YouTube. We are demonstrating some jewelry techniques featuring our monthly subscription pieces.
Yeah, but yeah, it would be a long train trip, but that would be kind of like the point and why you would want a room. If it was like just because it's pretty like similar to like a flight if you're just doing a normal seat. Mm-hmm. But who wants to sit on a train for 3 days in a normal seat?
Normal seat.
No, I do not want to do that. I took a bus when I was in Thailand. I took a bus for like an overnight bus trip, and it had seats that completely leaned back and everything, and it still was not comfortable at all. No, thank you.
So just for your benefit, those of you that are watching on Facebook, I'm either pinning above the comment section a product that we're working with, or I'm putting if it's only available on the warehouse site, I'm linking that in the comments. So above the comment feed or in the comment feed, if you're interested in these pieces, I am putting them in there. And then on YouTube, I will probably link them later because I'm not an octopus as much as I'd like to have octopus arms to do everything.
Yeah, I know that Uncle Doug does like a lot of the train trips. I'm so jealous of him he's done a lot of them.
Oh,
He was saying in the comments on YouTube of ones that he's done. You can read that. But I'm going to be very noisy for a second.
I will read. you as a moderator on YouTube so that you could be looking at that for me since I'm hopping back and forth.
Time to reveal what we did, because you can tell there's a big difference from when we relief it versus when we don't. All that texture that you can't even see is why we do the reliefing process. Just with our little reliefing tool.
And Ainsley's using the 8-ounce ball peen hammer that I've just pinned above the comments there. If you don't have the Big Daddy hammer yet, it's really great for using on thick brass pieces.
Yeah, this is a really heavy duty piece, so that's why I went for it. Also wanted larger dimples. It's going to give you a different texture. And as you can tell, you do get a little bit different in texture, but that is the point because it is hand done. But those look so cool. They came out so cool.
Yeah, so good.
So I just recommend.
When you show them to me, show them to them too. Yeah, awesome. So good.
I just recommend.
It's like cobblestone-y, right?
Yeah, I just recommend you do your dimples. You flatten from the back, you flatten the front, and then you flatten the back again, and you should get a pretty similar result. Man, everybody's making me so jealous with their trips that I can't take. I always joke.
Orleans to Charlottesville. Oh, I think if it was a beautiful scenic trip, I would really enjoy it.
That's why I really want to do the coast one.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to be super stunning.
Right. Just save up for it, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh, Kentucky.
I also wanted to try hammering these, so I'm going to do these as well, since we still have our hammer stuff up in position.
Yeah. And so, okay, that one, do you remember what that one's called?
I have no idea.
Where's Corian when you need her? She would know the name of it, right? She probably would know the,
I'm taking the flat side for this one.
Meridian Tributary or something.
Oops. Sorry, guys. So we have our before and after for our flattened piece. Creates a very different look to it. And I'm just going to do the other one because I'm probably going to make earrings out of these. Okay, now I have these guys done. I'm gonna look and make sure and see if I want anything else flattened. Should we try an elephant as well?
He kind of gets a little bit, I feel like his detail,
He gets distorted because he's a shape.
Yeah, I think so. The trunk gets a little wonky.
Yeah, I can picture that.
Cheryl is asking about tips on how to get some of the links that pop up at the bottom off of her device. If you guys have any advice for her, I'm wondering if she's on an iPad.
What about
Ooh, I
these?
like
Have you flattened
those.
these before?
it's probably just gonna erase the bird. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just want to know what it would look like.
There's pieces that I'm like, well, do it with your third one.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We're going to try and flatten this so you guys get like an idea of what will happen. I don't know that we'll use this one, but if it's successful, we might, and then you guys know, and you don't have to waste a piece. So, what are we here for? I'm going to use our little guy. Not our ultra little that we want to add, which we're working on still, but our little guy as of right now. Actually.
Ah, yes, Cindy, I can see how that could be boring. She said her trip was not in a room, was sleeping in seats, and not scenic. So
that sounds not that comfortable. No, thank you.
At that point, you might as well be on a bus, right?
Oh, I feel like a bus is worse though, because you have to deal with more turns.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah, maybe.
So that is I like that flatten. That looks really good. Look.
Ooh, yeah, it does pretty. Does look pretty. Yes. I'm glad you experimented with it because I do like it that way.
I'm going to flatten my other one because I'm going to use this for the pair of earrings.
Thank you, Peggy. She said she was having trouble closing the pop-up also, but she tried it a minute ago and it let her close. So maybe just keep trying if you have any annoying pop-ups. Anytime we run an ad on something or tag a product, it will create a pop-up. So just exit out. Pretty. Actually, you know what I was thinking would look really good hammered? You're like, I still have the hammer out. Is these things. Those
these?
pieces.
Yeah.
Aren't they cool?
I might do that in a minute. I just want to give them like something that can be finished.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, I put this out in case you wanted to do any of your bead layouts on this. That's why I grabbed you another one. It doesn't matter to me, however you would like to do that. Cheryl, it turned out great, didn't it? She said, I love the way the bird came out. So you're going to notice a lot of exclusive pieces that are not featured on vintage.com.
We don't have enough quantity anymore of those ones or stuff like that.
Yeah, so that's why you subscribe to the Warehouse Loot, because there's always going to be something in there that you can't get anywhere else.
What did Uncle Doug say within this century too?
We did an Amtrak Empire. It's part of a conversation. Let me see the thread. How many centuries did you do that trip ago? Did you do that trip?
Oh.
We did the Amtrak Empire Builder trip from La Crosse, Wisconsin to Spokane, and it wasn't too costly. Times must have changed. Yes. Within this century. I don't know about that. How many years ago was it? probably, was it
I
half
keep
a
on
century
saying,
ago?
I keep saying to my friends, because I've been starting my own social media page, that once I get a good following, I'm just gonna like take them on all these like bougie trips when I have money.
You're like, it's work, right?
I'm like, you'll just have to like record content for me, and then free trip. But I was saying to them, I was making a joke. I'm like, you know what? I really do deserve to be rich because I would actually be generous.
Right?
I am a generous person. I am so deserving and worthy. I think for this one, what I would do, we don't have any beads with this, but I'm just going to add some beads that you have access to through our bead kits or bead mixes.
Yeah, bead mix. Which one are you doing?
The blues.
Okay, so I think that one is in the Aurora, maybe. Or no, the, accent.
Because obviously these earrings will look great alone. I'm sure you guys can use literally any beads that you have that are even remotely similar.
Oh, iridescent accents, yes. Pin.
And so I'm just going to add these because that looks so pretty. I love that little splash of color. And then we also could paint these if we wanted to. I'm trying to figure out if I want to, but I kind of like it plain.
Which ones would you do? Like what color scheme? You don't have to demonstrate it, but what set do you think you would be inclined to use? Or for any of the commenters, if you decided to do a patina effect on here, what patina effect would you like to see?
Maybe more of like verdigris-esque age thing.
Yeah. Next week we're going to be doing the weathered copper effect set on a lot of things.
Hi guys, I saw something about them trying to like make the Statue of Liberty copper again, and I was like, why would they do that?
No.
Well, okay, first of all, iconic imagery of America, but second of all, the structure has been compromised by the fact that it's been verdigris for so long.
Well, so from what I've read, because I've read about this finish, is that actually the oxidation kind of protects the copper.
Right, but if you were to remove it, I'm saying like
that would
compromise the integrity of the structure.
I think so, and I think it actually.
But they like talked about doing it for like, I don't know, the turn of some sort of a century, but I don't think they should do that.
I don't think so.
So it's so iconic America green.
Yeah.
And also it's like the color of our money.
Yeah. That's funny. I would say.
You know, us Americans and our money.
So Lynn says, I'd just use a tad bit of verdigris on the bird piece. Yeah, that would be really pretty.
That's what I was thinking as well.
Just like one antique color. That would be nice.
The heck? Oh, there we go. Dun, dun, dun. Just using the looper because I am not doing all that work when it's not required. I'm not making my life harder. Anybody else who wants to make their life harder, feel free to, but that is not going to be me.
Well, make sure you show them. Demonstrate
They've seen me demonstrate this for
not
years.
Everybody who's watching is a veteran, right?
Also, if I
sometimes new
demonstrated it,
people
I
on
can't
here.
see it as well. Yeah, I see videos online.
I don't think the structure is copper. Is it just copper clad?
That's a good question.
Somebody who knows everything about the Statue of Liberty needs to weigh in on with some facts here, because I don't have time to look it up. I'm doing too many things right now. You know what, Peggy? I think there's enough like rebellious Americans that crypto won't be able to take over, because they need to be able to they need cash transactions to not be tracked.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I think that there's enough like either people who want their independence and don't want the government watching what they're doing, or so I don't know. It might be a while before. I think they would have to force the issue in order to have electronic currency
I was just
happen.
seeing how the U.S. government this is super interesting. In your Intel chips, they have a back end door. Every single Intel chip in any Intel chip produced in America, which is inside our computers in America, must have this back end door access. So
Really?
technically, the government,
could get in,
unless you ran like some software on there, they would be able to get in.
Interesting.
Because it's required to have that.
Well, probably because like if they get a warrant, right, they need to be able to find information.
But I thought that was crazy.
Craziness.
I was like, whoa.
Oh, Peggy's asking if you got your readers.
No, I didn't.
Did I order you any? I did not.
I was gonna just go
And
I was just gonna go to Walgreens.
We were busy. It was Halloween. We were busy.
I was very busy this
And I was like
weekend.
sunk at the end of this last week. I don't know. Sometimes you just need some downtime, right? Where you're just like, I have to turn. I'm trying to learn to turn off my brain on the weekends for work stuff. And I'm not very good at it. But I did do it this weekend. So be proud of me. But then you get the consequences.
I'm gonna use this medium-sized etch jump ring. I don't know what these are called. I use them fairly frequently just because I need it to be able to reach.
Sorry, I was distracted because Peggy said, I assumed that Doug knew how it was made because he was there.
All right.
Now, what do you need? Do you need me to grab something for you?
No, I was telling them something.
Okay. It's just, I think it's just beautiful, the craftsmanship. But yes, copper definitely was involved. Oh, these are so beautiful. Sherry is asking you how your Joker costume came out.
It looks really good, guys.
Scary, guys.
Yeah, it was not supposed to be hot, okay?
Did anybody talk to you that night that didn't know you?
One person just was like, Joker! Obviously very drunk man. And then, like, a few people passing by, like, complimented my costume. Mm-hmm. And then somebody that we talked to that my friend knows complimented my costume. But I didn't look pretty, so...
So Luana says it's conspiracy theory that they have a back door.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought that was like
not the actual truth. I wonder if it's like one of those things that's like there's something that's regulated on there that makes it seem like that.
Well, it is required. I was just watching a video that it's been like a well-known fact. I'm not saying that you can access it very easily.
Sure.
But
she's saying it's conspiracy theory. So, sounds like we need to do a deep dive and fact check.
Yeah.
So, never take it, like, I always take stuff with a grain of salt, especially when it sounds a little bit conspiracy
because
theory.
I saw the video I was seeing was saying how like there's like a different chip that you could put into your computer that's produced outside of the US, or there's a way to like turn off that thing.
Yeah. Maybe they were marketing that chip.
Could be, but I don't know that you would be like legally allowed to do that.
Ooh, she said she's a software engineer.
Interesting.
So she would know, right? Cool. I mean, it doesn't give me too much anxiety because I really don't have anything to hide. So
no, I really don't care either. I just thought I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting to hear about.
When you think about it, there's way less security on your cell phone than anything else because there's tracking that can be tapped into. There's a lot of things, like even how much your phone just knows about your habits.
You know, they knew when somebody at my school searched up how to make a bomb when I was in middle school, and the police came to school.
Right, they were able to find that.
All they did is they just searched it on the device. And they found out.
They figured out who it was.
They found out. They knew what laptop it was and everything. I was like, I just thought that was like crazy. Because it's
And back
like
then, that was a while ago.
That's
like
when
2000 what?
it would have been like 2012.
Yeah.
Like 12 years ago, over 12 years ago. And I was like, whoa, they can just like know that?
Yeah. I mean, it's somewhat comforting if you're
Yeah,
as long as you're
but
a good
also
guy.
I was like, dang, like it's just like a bunch of like middle school boys that aren't actually gonna make a bomb and are just like curious. Sure. But still, it was like, I was like, whoa, that's kind of crazy.
Definitely.
I felt really bad for the kid because I knew him too, and I knew he wouldn't do anything like that.
Yeah.
He got in so big trouble.
Was it on a school device that
Yeah, he just searched it. It was just like a YouTube video, and like
he just wanted to know, right?
You know, like I'd be curious how it's made too. Like it's not that weird. Okay.
I guess you'd be in trouble if you were like researching for a book or something like that. You'd almost have to like put a disclaimer out there and saying this is for research purposes only.
Yeah. Well, it's like that episode of Bones where they're like, "Oh, but you looked this up," and she's like, "Yeah, I'm writing a book."
Who else watched Bones back in the day?
What earwires should we use? Do we need these?
Yeah, I think we've got those in stock.
We're trying to use things that are in stock, guys, because we have no ear wires.
Kidney wire. What is that? When I'm tagging these, you have to use like certain words to be able to find it. I'm thinking it's this arched ear wire. This one that you're using.
Oops, I bent that a little too.
Doug's getting closer to having a solution for our ear wires, though. He's working so hard for you ladies to get stuff back in stock, so imminently. Ooh, Jean says of course, Jean. Of course, my soul sister, you love Bones and TV shows like it.
The jeans.
We've got a lot of things in common. I think like we're maybe born the same year too.
Wow, that's really crazy.
Yeah.
Also, a little tip is I like to follow it. So if I want it to face the correct way, I'm going to go like this because I know if I follow it, it's going to end up the right direction.
So beautimous.
All right.
Who
Earrings done.
Who wants this pair of earrings? I do.
You can totally paint these.
I made...
And are all of these available or just the birds?
None of that's available.
The birds aren't available anymore?
No. So those were a Bella exclusive item.
Wow.
And I can't find them on the warehouse site either. I think these might be the last ones that go out. So
wow, I've used that piece so much, so that's crazy.
We'll have to ask Corian if there's any left in stock anywhere, because we could maybe do a kit out of these later if we have them. But I couldn't find them on either of the sites, but...
Yeah, Halloween we went down to... What?
Lynn says, my daughter's 3 friends dressed up in trench coats and had briefcases just to be funny, and they were all 3 taken out of school and taken down to the police station and questioned.
What? That's
Their
crazy.
parents were called and they were suspended.
What?
It was after something had happened.
Oh, okay.
You know, like close enough to make people suspicious. But yeah.
All right. Yeah, we went to, my friends and I went to what's called Harrison Boulevard here, which is like it's basically where everybody goes trick-or-treating. And because there's just a bunch of just like really wealthy people there, and they like really go over the top with their houses. Like they do themes. There was like a circus themed one. Even the like little couple family there, they're dressed up as like circus themed things. And the guy who had like, you know, like the monkey with the symbols.
Oh yeah,
he was dressed up as one of those. It was so cool.
Fun.
There was a lot of really cool ones. In one house, they're like a prop company. The house that decorated this way. They made their house look like the Titanic.
No way.
Like the whole front had a facade of the Titanic.
That's insane. I'm gonna throw you that because I think for that one would be a good one to do a bracelet or something out of.
Yeah, for sure. Also, I do want to use one of these to go with this cross because I thought this would look really cute riveted on here. Obviously don't have to rivet anything to here, but I just thought it'd be kind of like a cool bracelet moment to do that. I'm gonna clip off this end though. I'm gonna pull this up, guys, so that you guys get nice and focused. It's no fun if it's not.
Awesome. So, it looks like Corian's finding a couple of these products here and pinning them in the comments for us. Thank you for doing that.
Also, I just endangered my mother with that clipping.
It just flew across. I was looking away, so that was safe.
We need goggles. I need goggles.
I know. Well, see, I have glasses, but they don't allow me to see up close, so they're not on. Lynn says, oh my gosh, Harrison Boulevard is famous here in Idaho. So yeah, so some people are saying it's easier to see if the links are in the comments versus
I think this
linked
one might
in
be
the
a screw down hole punch one. It's pretty thick. I'm gonna recommend that you guys use the screw down hole punch for
that
this.
one, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, just keep that in mind.
So yeah, let us know. We always like your feedback on how you would like to see products.
I want to.
I know some people appreciate the.
I think I'm gonna just hole punch right
Link
directly in the flower and only do one. What do you think? Should I do one hole punch inside to secure it in the middle of this flower, or should I just do the two ends?
I would do one. If you're going to
The
rivet
one
it,
in the flower?
Yeah, I would only do one. There's really no reason to have more than one because the rivets are so secure. Ainsley's finding all the things that we can't find again, can't use again.
I'm really good at that. Huh. Inconveniencing everybody. It's my specialty.
No, you're conveniencing the people who bought it. Corian, do we have any more of that cross on the site, or is this it? If we have it, pop it in the comments.
Double check I got that lined up. It looks like I did. Or at least very, very close.
So what's nice about doing the pinned products is that after the live, they will be available to scroll through for anybody who rewatches. You can scroll through and see the pinned products without having to search through the comments. But what I can do is unpin it right away so it's not over your video. So I will try to pin and unpin that way.
I'm so glad we started offering these rivets. They're literally my favorite thing in the world.
They're so much easier to use, right?
Yes. Okay, I'm just lining this up where I want it to go, and I'm taking a Sharpie. Where are you, Sharpie?
Right there.
Thank you. And I'm marking my piece underneath. So I know where to punch it. And make that a little more visible. myself.
Oh no, Lori, she said it wouldn't let me comment on the Vintage site, so I have to resort to YouTube. Well, we will be reading your comments here too, Lori.
And so now I'm just going to do the same thing. This is also a very thick piece, so I definitely recommend using the screw down.
Corian, put it on your list of stuff for us to find. We'll talk about it this week. What rivet sizes you think we're needing? Are you using the 2mm side?
Yeah, I'm using the smaller.
That might be too small for that rivet.
We will see, I guess.
Because I think it might be 1.5mm is the smaller hole.
No, it fits.
It fits? All right. Awesome sauce. Terry says, I have found if I use an awl and make a starter divot, then it's easier to get the right place to screw down on. That's great. Because sometimes when you're using the screw down hole punch, it wants to walk a little bit. If you know what I mean by that. Like it would be like tapping, like using a punch or something.
This one needs to be a little bigger though. I don't know why the other one fit better, but I'm just going to use the awl.
Probably because it was just a little bit less thick of a metal. Or softer maybe.
Do that. My piece.
Yeah, you know what I want is a difference, more sizes of our hole punch, pliers hole punch. Because I use those a lot and sometimes you just need a smaller hole.
Have that, and then I'm just going to flip this over.
So yes, everybody weigh in on what Lynn is asking. She said, just got my Vortex mixer for my paints. Do you put the top on the mixer or the bottom for the best mixing?
I'm not going to make this tight yet because I need to adjust it on the back, but I don't want it to fall off. So I'm going to just do a loose flattening so it doesn't fall. And then I'm going to tighten it once I position my cross. So this is still a little loose. And so now I'm just positioning it and I'm flipping it back over. And now I'm going all the way. And then we're done.
So I think we put the cap down a lot when we use our Vortex mixer. But if I have a lot of paint that's settled at the bottom, I'll also put the bottom. So I'm usually putting the bottom of it to get the ball loose and then flipping it over. So I do both top and bottom.
This one, I think this would look really cool with both leather and sari silk.
Ooh, that would be pretty. Yeah.
Do you guys want to see leather and sari silk on this? Drop a comment.
We could do that.
We'll look at that in a second, though. I'm going to move on to something else. Roll my sleeves up. We're getting serious, guys.
So, Terry, any of the linked products in here you can order from just by clicking on the links and ordering through the websites, because we're featuring things on vintage.com and vintageliveshop.com today. And then also, if you want the loot, if you want the subscription, Corian, if you could drop that in the comments here as well.
This would look really cool on here if there was a way to attach it, but there's not. So I'm axing that idea, unfortunately.
So Peggy says yes, please, and I'm assuming that means the leather and sari silk. Yes.
Should we try it? Have you flattened this before?
I have not hammered that, but I think it would look very pretty hammered.
I think so too.
So I would hammer it and then shape it.
Yep, that's what I was
Yeah.
planning on doing.
Which hammer are you going to use, 8 ounce or 4 ounce?
I'm gonna use the larger one. No. The smaller one.
Okay. Would you, since this is in solid brass, do you want to do this antique that you did on the seahorse on it? Or do you want to try a different one? Like maybe blood red or something?
I haven't decided yet.
I think blood red would be really interesting on there.
I'm not gonna do that yet because I don't have my paint mat out.
Oh, that's fine.
And I need to bend this. Where
Well,
is-
it should go, if we're gonna antique it, you do it first. But I can get you a paint mat. What are you looking for? These, the curvy pliers?
the
It
cylinder
might-
pliers?
yeah, I will
Oh,
find-
they're over here.
Okay. I'll grab you a mat.
Mom.
You're good. I got it.
Yeah, but
Don't worry.
it splashed on my hand unless I caught it. She almost knocked
Or
my
be-
yerba over.
Because you caught it.
And-
I got it though.
There was this much in there. I almost lost all of it.
She's really protective over that yerba.
There's only blue Foria left in the house, and that's disgusting.
Okay, so Ainsley has this funny thing where she really doesn't like blueberries, like vehemently, unless it's the fake blueberry flavor that is in Pop-Tarts. That's the only blueberry flavored thing, right?
Yeah.
The mix came with metal balls. What do you use them for? Are you talking about the rhinestone balls that are beads? Or
Yeah, those are beads, and
But
we can use them in literally anything.
yeah, they're just like a bead. If that is what, Lynn, let me know if that's what you're talking about as the rhinestone balls.
You have silicone. I just want to mix it.
Just use one of the. Well, here we go. No, there you go. Oh, you're blending them together instead of applying them in layers, huh? Interesting. So Ainsley's just using the blood red.
You mean crimson red?
No, the set, which
Oh,
has
okay.
crimson red and black antique.
Okay.
You got a big shadow coming from somewhere. Do you know where?
There's no shadow on it.
On the other on your screen. Well, now there's not. Maybe it was just where your hand was at the moment.
Can you use a bigger brush?
Oh, the mixer balls that are inside it helps to separate the pigments.
Yeah, you want that. They're in there for a reason, and that is exactly why. Yeah, because it's to separate that like that.
Mm-hmm. Do you need little paper towel squares or are you good?
I do. There's like barely any, but we do have some.
Okay, you do have some.
I'm just really getting that paint in there, and then I'm gonna wipe this. Like, and by some I mean like I have like 2 left. That is.
I located the paper towels. Now I just need to locate the scissors, and then we'll be all good. Dum-dum. It's only like semi-chaos in here today, guys. Are you clean up during the creative process or clean up after the creative process kind of creator? Question for the audience. We are definitely, don't pause to clean up until you have your idea out kind of people. Because otherwise you might lose it, right? You might just not be able to take advantage of the gush of inspiration fast enough. Sometimes it just comes out and like, it just like pours out, right?
I'm just doing the same thing again. I just added a layer and then I'm wiping. And I'm only gonna do that one more time.
Oh, the mixer came with metal balls? Interesting. Maybe if you had your own paints that didn't have their own mixing balls.
Oh, interesting.
Gotcha. Looks like we've got a lot of after people as well on here.
And there's the result. Do you want to just, this can go in here all the way. And then,
What did that turn out like?
it's really pretty, I'll show you. Do you want to just wipe this off so it
Sure.
doesn't get dirty?
Yes. In case we want to do more antiquing today.
Yep. Okay. Here, you can look.
Ooh, yeah. That's really interesting. So if you want it deeper, more black.
This
If
would
you
look
want it
really pretty with
variegated-
like cursive like stamping.
Yeah, if you wanted to put, you could put a name in there if
Yeah.
you wanted. All sorts of things. You could do hammered texture in the center too.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna bend this now.
This is one of the sets we didn't really have any inspo photos for. So sometimes I like to show less used sets. Oh, hey Krista. Welcome.
Do a little bending. If you guys didn't know, Krista used to work in our
The store?
the store.
Yeah, managing it.
So
Yep.
if you're over there, you met her, but she's does a lot of our customer service.
Yep, you'll hear from her on the emails. Which we have to apologize to Krista about all the ones she has to field about out of stock ear wires. Sorry.
Lori said, I don't clean often. I hate putting things away. So I have to take them out every time. The brush is right away.
Yeah, it is smart. The detail brushes I clean right away. The other ones we showed you last week.
Do you want to clean the inside of this? It's like dusty.
Yeah, I will do that. But like this is bad, guys.
Yeah,
Look at what we do with our brushes.
It's because neither of us likes to do it.
Like plus you're not supposed to. So we rent our studio. You
Yeah.
can't clean the brushes out in the sink.
Yep, that's
So-
also a big part of the reason.
We have to go dump it outside and then, clean them in fresh water and then dump it outside again. So it's kind of a process because we can't dump it down the sink. No, what was I supposed to do? Oh, clean this off. Okay, yes. It's dusty. There we go.
This could look cool riveted
Something
too.
that I have not gotten used to out here in Idaho compared to the Midwest is how dusty things get. I mean, I swear it would take a decade to accumulate the amount of dust that I can get in a month.
Should we
here.
rivet this one too? Look how pretty that would be.
Ooh, not with the cross though. Find a different product, but yes. Just because we can't, most people aren't going to be able to find that.
Nothing else can be riveted.
Is nothing else can be riveted on there?
Because
Like
this is not rivetable.
It's too, is it too,
Well, there's no place. It's very thick.
no, through the loop. Can it? Is it possible?
I don't think that. I think the loop is too big.
You could hammer the loop lower. I think we just don't have quite the right product in the lute in order to rivet it. But let me find something.
Why can't I just rivet this one? It will look so pretty, and anybody who gets the loop, and then I can wear it. Guys, peer pressure her. Tell her you need to see the cross riveted on the calla lily bracelet piece.
Ooh,
Peer
so
pressure.
Vintage says remove the loop and rivet through its mouth. I'm interested about that.
I just think it'll look silly.
Riveted through the mouth?
Yeah, because I considered doing that earlier for this piece.
I wonder. That could look really cool though.
Oh, she did say glue a chaton in the middle.
Ooh, on top of the... Oh my gosh. You guys.
Do we have any chatons here, though?
Well, it doesn't... I mean, yes, somewhere.
And that's your job, then. You have to find the chaton.
Okay. I removed the loop for you, which it came off really clean.
He looks bald.
It's just the loop.
No, he looks so bald, guys. Look at he's like an old man who only has facial hair.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Okay, let me... You're not
Oh, punch
looking for your
pliers.
chaton, Mom.
I will find one.
Lock in.
I will find one. So anybody who does have the cross can definitely do that same thing. But since we already showed that once, I will find a chaton here somewhere. I'm an eagle. She said there's more dust in Horseshoe Bend and Garden Valley than in Boise. We say we have three seasons here: summer, winter, and dust. That's so funny. Cindy says I have a lion and needed an idea to use him. So
I'm trying my best for you guys. This is not
It's
super
challenging,
straightforward
right?
because of how thick it is, and it doesn't fit in the looper. So I'm just gonna make it work somehow.
let me see.
He doesn't fit in the screw down. Which
Oh
is,
yeah, no.
So
Yeah,
and
you
then
got-
this is a little too thick.
Punch from the one side and then you punch from the
That's
other.
what I was doing.
And then I have it all here if you need to finish clearing the hole.
That's what I was doing as well. I have it out.
Okay.
It's just at an angle, so it's hard to get the other side
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well.
Definitely. I found something with the chaton glued in it already.
Where's my clippers?
Yes. Corian is right with it being the thinnest part being in the mouth for sure. She's just getting us back for the suggestions that I put in there, and you're caught in the crossfire.
What'd you tell her to
Oh,
do?
I always give her like suggestions, or not really suggestions to her, but suggestions of additional ways that people can use the product. And sometimes she takes it as a challenge and she'll go, I'm not quite sure if that's gonna work. But it's always good to try, right? You guys, that is a really good testament to Loctite. The top of the crystal came off before it would unadhere from here. Because I was like, oh, I'll just pop it out. Did not pop out.
Maybe Peggy's right about the needle, but I might just use this kind of try and get it through.
Just hammer it through. Marietta says, now you know that the cross should be used. We'll do our best of stubbornness.
Yeah, I think that's working.
You're almost there.
I'm just trying to do it gently. I don't want to completely ruin this, but it might be ruined.
Oh, yeah. You could, if you did it over the rubber block,
Oh yeah, that's working.
then it can hammer it into.
Now we need an ultra long rivet though.
Let's see. Is this one not long enough?
No, that's definitely not going to be long enough. I've
Okay.
seen one around here.
So the other thing that you can do is use wire. So if you use, that's a 1.5 millimeter hole.
I saw
Oh,
one.
this one? That's
Yep,
a regular
that's-
rivet?
They were going to have to use that because, yeah. Clearly, everybody thinks the most of me for being able to do this.
I have faith in you. Yes, and there is a smaller lion head that you could do for this that Ainsley actually sculpted. That's this guy. Yes, Corian has done a few of these things where it's, where she's done a couple of master classes where she has riveted on castings, which are thicker. So she's saying once you punch it out like halfway, if you grab it with the flush cutters, you can use it to kind of like pull it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just need to get the
That's a good
stuff
tip.
that's in here out.
Right, clear it out. I'm not sure if you're on screen or not.
Well, I'm not
Not
quite.
that it's integral part to the process.
Okay, we're finally through. Now I just need to see how well this fits in here. Looks like I need to make it a little bigger in the back.
I wonder if Annabelle is on the other side of the world that's watching this.
Oh, because she said she needs to
Needs
go to bed.
sleep? Yeah, so it could be really late there. Well, Lori says, I don't clean often. I hate putting things away.
That's what I said
Oh,
earlier.
yeah. So she's on, I'm just seeing it now because I'm looking over at YouTube again. Oh, somebody's asking what will your next polish be for November?
My what?
Your next manicure.
Oh, I don't know yet. I like am getting decision overload because I have so many things pinned that are like so good. And then I'm like,
What are some of the ideas? Some of the options?
They're like all over the place.
One, for example.
I don't know how. The thing is, I don't know how to properly describe it without showing it. If that makes sense.
What colors? Or are the colors?
It'd be like a pink-ish, mauve-ish, brownish, dark purple-ish kind of thing.
Kind of like your shirt today, maybe. Is that one of the ones you thrifted?
Yes.
Looks like Lori was able to get back on Facebook. Yay. Yeah, sometimes the apps don't play nice, and so you just have to like turn them off, reboot them, and come back in.
Okay. We got that in there. This has been a real process.
Wait, how are you going to do that? No, you have to do it from the other way.
What are you talking about?
What are you going to, like, smash his face into the rubber block in order to rivet him?
I can't get in between here.
We can if you use
I'm just going to put it on the corner like I always do.
How are you going to hammer it?
That's my point.
just
I
watch.
will put him on the corner like I always do.
Yeah, make sure you show that really well on camera because I didn't even think about that.
That's what I always do.
That's so smart, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Cindy says, nice job, Ainsley.
You
You guys get to benefit from her stubbornness, from my willingness to give her an impossible task, and her stubbornness in actually making it happen. Oh, I would like to see that. Peggy and Lisa have been talking about ideas and like turkeys and stuff for like the manicure.
Yeah.
And Lisa said she has actually done turkey feathers.
Ooh, yeah, that's a cool idea. Okay, marked my spot. Look at this. This is going to be so much easier. Oh. So much better, guys. Okay, move this so you guys can see. Have him lined up. I'm taking his mouth. And his mouth is going right on the corner.
No, I suppose you're far enough away.
So I'm making sure that his mouth is right on the corner so that I get the tension I need. I'm taking the small one and I'm going to use the flat side. And now he is hammered. I would just go in and he needs to be a little tighter. He's a little loose.
So I think the chatons that I have are at my home studio. But what I would do is make one, which I can do. I can do that off screen while you're doing the rest of the layout. Curved Life have some really nice themed nails. What is Curved Life, Peggy?
we go. I would definitely go in and give him a little touch up because you do get some hammered edges here on his face, but that's gonna still be the best way. Otherwise, you're not gonna. We don't have a fine enough hammer for you to reach in there to hammer it inside of it
yet. We're working on it though.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got a baby hammer.
If you had like a small, I guess technically, if you had a small flat end, you could do that as well.
You could do that with a metal punch.
Yeah, so if you had something like that, you could also do that. And then I would, what was I going to do?
Do we want to put a jewel in his mouth?
Yeah, that's what.
But I will probably just do that with resin off screen. I think because we're already at 12:15.
You checked over there with all the Swarovski stuff?
Yeah, there's not chatons in there. I will
sure?
double check, but yeah, I'm pretty darn sure because they come in different packages. These are all bigger crystals. None of these are chatons. Yeah, they come in like more of a plastic bag kind of packaging. So this is what I'm gonna say is I will make a faux crystal. And what color do you want it to be?
Purple.
Purple?
Like iridescent purpley bluish.
Yeah, I could do that for sure.
More
and
Aurora-y.
that will actually allow me to be able to kind of disguise what's going on in here anyway with his what we did to his mouth. So I will do that, and I'm gonna have you take this out and show a layout for the rest of what's there, like design ideas. Usually what we start with, and that's what we're finishing with today.
Also, we have to show them our sari silk, but I'll do this layout first.
Yes. Well, it's going to take me a minute to execute this anyway.
This would be a really cool bracelet.
Oh my gosh. Wait. No way. Yes.
Which way, guys? We could do either way. I think it'd be better this way. I think
Love it.
That and then curved. This is a bracelet. Just like this. And then you bend it and then connect it with maybe like beads in between, some wire. Maybe lace it up with some ribbon would be really cool too, and do a little bow in the center, kind of like a corset. Yeah, that's that concept. These are really great for bracelets, for necklaces, and I did show a ring on one time that you can just roll it up and make a ring and paint it. It's a really cool option.
Yeah, this is a similar feather that's been done that way. You can probably show that one.
So it'd be like kind of like this. Be similar to this. And then you make it custom size.
How do you make a faux crystal? So Joanne, what I'm doing is it'll look more of like, a rounded top jewel. And I'm just going to paint the bottom of it and do a little bit of resin on it. I'm also going to touch up the lion with
Gold.
Some metallic gold.
No, just hammer these really quickly like we intended to. I'm just hammering these guys with the flat side. I'm just going to do it very quickly to show you what that will look like. I missed a spot. So I got this. It's nice and hammered. Get it like a cool texture to it.
Check out the comments. It looks like Corian is running a giveaway today, so check out the comments for the details on that.
And then this, I would hammer both of them, but that's just to show you the before and after. Like so. And then I feel like this just needs gypsy balls. wire to them.
I think I'm gonna put some actual purple color under the iridescent.
That would be so cool. Look at this. It's ultra glitzy glam. You could even do one just right here. And then just load the bottom up with a bunch of like jump rings and wire and make it all like eclectic. Like messy eclectic kind of look. I think the elephant would be a really cool bracelet. So I would definitely do a bracelet. Also, I thought it'd be cool to do a wire around him as well to add texture. Like around his belly. And then you could totally do like wire around him, or you could do like a crystal chunk like this, and then maybe set a little dangle below him. See what in here would be a Also, we have these really gorgeous red drops here.
I'm gonna
This is kind of what a dangle would look like off of him. And you just do like a long, big bead up above him.
So I'm gonna have you show what this looks like before I put any resin on top of it. All I did was put 2 colors on there. I did royal purple, and then I did iridescent violet on top of it. And so then what I'm gonna do is just put a little drop of UV resin and cure it to make the jewel.
This is perfect for a bracelet. Could totally put this on here even, like riveted very easily as well. And that would look really beautiful. Or this could totally be hammered. Should we show that?
Yeah, I think so. Because it just transforms it. It makes it so gorgeous.
So I'm going to start with my large hammer. I want that larger dimple. I'm going to just flatten this out. Just like so. It looks like we add the smaller one for some diversity in the divots. That'll be kind of
Yeah,
cool.
like 2 different sizes.
Okay, back with my large one to flatten. That's a really cool rough texture. And then let's try and bring slight highlights out on that.
So I Yeah, I'm still doing this off screen, but I did add another layer of iridescent green for depth in here. I'll show you guys in a minute once this is cured.
Hide my face.
To get it to focus.
Yeah. That's super pretty. And then I'm just gonna do a quick wipe with, do you have like a brown color? I actually have a brown color over here. Sepia brown, that's what I have. I'm gonna go with our, yeah, it's a bit light.
I think they're definitely going to have a better time just gluing a chaton in here, but this will simulate what that would look like. Because it's kind of hard to keep it domed. It wants to leak.
I'm gonna do a little black because it's hard to do this without a mat because she took my mat.
Whoops.
And so I can't let it like sit there like I want to.
Here.
So I'm just gonna, there we go. It's fine, I already did what I did. Already committed to it. And then I'm just going to relief again. And then we can really see that texture way, way more. And we can bend it. Okay. It was bent, but took that away from him. We'll now return his shape.
Cool idea anyway to do like a chaton in his mouth for like the pendant that you're wearing around your neck.
Yeah. Then we have that like so. Simply finish it off.
So
Ooh, I also want to point these could be really cool curved earrings.
So what happens when you try to make your own jewel is it wants to fill the whole cavity. It still looks cool, but it's not going to look the same as like if you were to glue a chaton in there.
Yeah. Here you go. I'm going to
what are you doing with those? You making that one into a ring?
Earrings.
Ooh, oh my gosh. Those are so cool. Oh, that's so nice of you to say, Lori. She says, after not being present for a while, I am really enjoying coming back and seeing the diversity of all of your presentations. Each of you is so unique and so talented that it's really amazing all the different things that we learn from you. Thanks for your inspiration.
Just gonna clip this off entirely. This one, for whatever reason, was like looks like it was pre-accidentally broken a little bit.
Yeah.
So I just have to clip it off. I would file that normally, and then I would simply add a hole punch. I'll show that.
That could be, it could have been misstamped. It's possible. It does happen sometimes.
Add a hole punch, and then I would just add my ear wire from there.
Looks like we've got a fan of your nails and the cool bracelet idea on YouTube.
You could definitely paint these. These would look super cool painted, but that gives you guys a good idea what that would look like. And here's a little...
Oh, I like that size. And yes, Cindy, we have done this with a smaller feather as well, which they're really great for that. Just use the smaller side of the barrel pliers if you're using a smaller feather.
Yep.
I think I have, like, when we did our launch for the Brights, which included all the neon paints, I have a project ideas with those if you want to see what they look like. On the blog, you can look up Ultimate Brights. You can search that.
We
on
also
there.
have chain, but you guys know what to do with chain. You could add it to literally
We have used that.
any of these.
That chain has been in a lot of our recent projects. So.
Yes. Oh, and then I have these as well. I think this would be kind of cute if you added this little flower here, glued him, glued another thing down here, and then had a little like trail of stuff dangling off. Maybe a trail of chain, maybe something like that. I'd like that with that. I think that's all the pieces in there for like ideas that they need stuff for. So I'm just gonna show one final thing.
Is that going to be the
Sorry and
the sari?
yeah.
Yeah. What color sari do you want? It's behind you.
Either purple or green.
Okay. Well, there's both. So what do you guys say? While I'm grabbing these out.
Purple or green.
Purple or green for the sari silk. You guys can weigh in on that. There's some of that color leather too.
I'm feeling more this color.
Okay. How long of a piece do you need?
That's probably good around there. Purple.
Purple. Okay, well
This
that's
is the first
one I
comment.
cut. It's the one I cut first.
Oh,
so.
and then Lori said purple too. Then Monica said green. But I'm leaning more purple is kind of my initial thought.
Okay, well, and then it goes with your, you can do a stack with your lion too, right?
I'm just going to thread this through. If you have a more tricky time threading, like you maybe have like difficulties with like precision, I would just take a tiny or small safety pin to use to get through there, because the edge can be a little finicky like that.
Or a piece of wire, maybe.
Yeah, that works too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Marietta's saying purple and green. If you decide you want to put any green in there, we do have some of that as well. And if you want this exact silk, it is on our Amazon list.
Let's see. Green would look good if I could fit it in there. Let's see. Nobody's being sent this. No judgment shall be passed. This will go on my wrist and my wrist alone.
Can you paint the silk with iridescent? You probably could, but silk, I prefer not to because it makes it more stiff. Unless you're gonna really water it down, you could maybe do the edges with it.
And I would use regular paint if you're trying to do that, because you would need to water it down.
Yeah, well, I mean,
so the potency would be
any paint.
Yeah.
Any paint. And what I mean by water it down is get the leather wet. Or not leather, but the fabric wet.
But it does not taste good. That's all I have to say.
So, yeah, or maybe like eerie green on the leather you could if you didn't want to add the silks in, but I think it looks cool with. What do you think? Leaving it in there or just doing the green with eerie green on the leather?
I'm just dealing with this, guys. Okay.
Are you threading it so that it's all on the back like that, so it's doubled up, or are you gonna bring it up through the other side?
So I don't think I'm gonna thread it through the other side because it might be difficult to, but I might.
What I mean is like a ribbon slider where you go.
Oh, I guess I could
You know
thread
what I
it through
mean?
like
you
this.
You just go like.
Yeah, you're right. I might do that.
And that's probably the easiest construction.
Yeah, let's do that.
Where you just go.
I'm gonna put this guy through, and then I'm gonna do the saris again.
Like that.
That's what I was. Yeah, that's what
I
I know what you're talking about.
Great. Yeah, I agree. Both colors do look great with the leather. And so then you could decide, hey, I want to do one color, both, or some sort of combination, however you wanted.
Mostly you get to pull off some of these like extra little thready things that like to hang off, but otherwise it's fine.
There's a pair of scissors here too if you need to trim up any fraying areas. Yeah, so when you're dyeing the silks, if you want to do, like we've done some master classes on this before.
Maybe you want to do that one on your master class if people are curious.
I don't prefer doing it's something that we can do, but it changes the integrity of the silk. And so when I'm wearing it on my wrist, I prefer that it is just dyed, but it is like a whole process where you need to get it wet and keep it mobile while it's drying in order for it to remain not crunchy, right?
Yeah.
Like feel like that knot should be, in the purple, should be behind it.
I know.
What do you think?
Don't micromanage me, please. But it's because it's hard to pull through right now.
Okay, yeah.
That's why it's there.
Yeah.
Because I thought the same thing.
But if you've got a lot of extra, you could just pull it through.
It's just, that's kind of like the issue.
Yeah.
It's kind of like.
If you take, yes,
I don't
exactly.
need you to solve it for me. I know how to fix it.
It's a conversation. So sometimes people think that I'm trying to correct them when I'm just really trying to talk about it so you guys understand some of the design process. I'm giving Ainsley the side eye right now. The off-camera side eye. The one that she gives me on camera all the time. Yes, for sure, Peggy. She says, that's my pet peeve with Sari Silk is those frays. I find that once you've worn it a couple of times, they all kind of calm down and it almost like melds in to it. So you can also, like if you wet it down, it behaves a little bit better.
I think I'm going to keep these short. I'm going to cut these and I'm going to leave the leather out because I'm going to do some extra with the leather.
How are you finishing the ends?
Wire.
What wire are you going to use?
Ignore what I'm doing. This is just to get this leather out of the way.
24 gauge? Are you using 24 gauge?
Yeah, whatever works. I just need to measure.
It's the real thin stuff. So I will give you a length of that while you're doing that. Yes, you could braid it, Lori. I've seen a lot of ideas that way too.
Can you cut this for me? Just right here.
Tell me that if I have the scissors positioned the way you want them.
Just cut each end. So make it a little shorter, yeah.
Right there?
Yeah. Because it's obviously going to end up.
What did we cut with these that's making it really bad for cutting? Like that length?
There, right there.
There you go.
You guys will probably use a lot more than me. I just have a really tiny wrist. Okay.
Oh, interesting. Arm knit scarves. Is that a technique, Cindy? Arm knit? Wait. Jean says that's another thing you and I have in common. People say that to me too. I'm like, I'm just trying to talk about it, LOL. I just think it's a useful conversation. Not that I'm telling you what to do with it, but I think it's a useful conversation for people that are watching. Hey, what happens? Like, this is a finished design thing that you probably don't want that there, so what do you do in that situation? So I'm trying to prompt meaningful, useful conversation, guys. I promise.
No, guys, she's actually mean.
I'm just being bossy. Because I like to be bossy.
You do like being bossy. Don't lie. You boss.
Person.
You boss. Yeah, exactly.
Who do I boss around?
My dad.
Yeah, that's about it. Then I'm like, don't be so sensitive. I'm just tired of being bossed around. That's what he's thinking, I'm sure. Eye roll. Where do you think she gets it from? His isn't the eye roll. His is the sigh, the audible sigh, and then he'll go do it anyway.
I'm cutting this just because I need to. to make it easier to work with.
Cindy says, yes, you use your arms like knitting needles and it makes really big loops for the arm knit scarves. Peggy, what's like 4 inches in total length? What is, so like, Ainsley, what would you say, how often would you say your dad and I will get into like even a semi-argument? Once every 6 months?
Yeah, and not like you don't really ever have like any real arguments. He's usually just like, you like say something that he doesn't like to hear.
But see, I think I would consider myself a very like pretty tolerant
I've never
person
heard
too.
you get into like a big argument before. Maybe I don't, like a serious argument, never ever. Like semi argument where dad's just being a butt, yeah.
It only gets to that kind of like really upset level is if he ever doesn't guard his tongue. Because he's like, he has the ability to be like really mean if he wants to, he just doesn't use it. Kind of like somebody else I know. I think you could be if you wanted to.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
you guys used to yell at me for that. Nobody's gonna like you if you have such a sharp tongue.
See, it served you well to learn how to only
I never talk to anybody else like that.
judiciously use it, right? Only when you really, really need the effect or you really, really need to get somebody, right?
I'm just pre-bending this to make my life
Oh, okay.
easier.
The bracelet that she's working on is only about 4 inches. Yeah, that's about right. She has the tiniest wrists. I used to. Mine are still pretty small.
Guys, my fingers got smaller and some of my rings are looser.
I know, and I was like, oh, boo-hoo, cry me a river. She has such small... Do you know why that's such an advantage? When you go to flea markets, the ones that you find the most of, because they don't fit anybody, the coolest rings are like tiny.
Yeah, maybe.
Yes, you know what? That was one time in our whole childhood of him torturing me. If I finally snapped. He's talking about when I
you
banged his
wrapped
head
his
against,
head against it.
bam, 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 against the car window. It was like a whole, like, infinite years worth of teasing came out in that one moment.
It's just super funny because you just never did anything like that.
No.
That's why they sensationalize it.
I know. It's like the one time.
Wrapped his head?
It's epic.
He seems like he might have been a bit dazed from that happening.
Lori was saying you could use a filigree at the end. That would be easier than all the wrapping of the wire.
Oh yeah, you totally could
for
use
sure
filigree.
would.
We're just using what we have on hand.
I wonder if something like this would work. We're trying to only use what's in the loop today, guys. Which you could do another one for sure. Why didn't we have YouTube back then? Somebody would have had to capture the precise moment that I snapped, though. Out of years and years, they'd have to follow me around to capture that on camera.
Or maybe he just would have to be more provoking in his teasing.
No, because I would get in trouble for complaining. They'd be like, be more tolerant, my parents would be. I'm like, just tell him to stop incessantly teasing me. How about that? But they knew that was probably never going to happen. So they thought it would be easier to just tell me to be more tolerant.
This slightly.
They were right, too. Ah, the lore.
Yeah, these scissors suck. What happened to these?
I know, right? I think they cut like something sticky, honestly. And we cut like leather with them a lot. We cut, what else do we cut?
I don't-
Paper towels. It's probably those.
I don't ever cut leather with those.
It's
I use
probably the paper towels that I use them for consistently because it's paper and that dulls them. Monica says, my sister is the baby in the family and she was quite the scrapper when we were growing up. I was very, very mild and tolerant for most of. It's funny because they're like, oh, the baby's so spoiled and the baby's this and the baby. I think our family dynamics are like different than what you would expect. Because, yeah, my youngest is definitely, in a lot of ways, the most spoiled, at least at his age.
You know, he's the most spoiled because he's the least grateful. Because Dallin, I would say, Dallin is has been your most expensive child, surprisingly.
Yes.
But Dallin is not spoiled because Dallin is eternally grateful.
Yes.
Where Xavi gets a lot of benefits without the same kind of like, I'm super grateful for this, and that's why he's so spoiled. Okay, guys. Now that I have that done, I'm going to add some loops to connect, and then we're going to do our next part here. I need my...
What you looking for?
And then I'm going to do this. This is going to be cool.
I'm interested to see what you're doing here.
So I'm going to just add this here. Add this to the other side.
Don't let Corian fool you, though. She may be the firstborn princess, but she knows how to fix her Jeep.
Corian's very much a daddy's girl, though.
Yes. Yeah, I think so. I think that, interesting enough, his probably, I would say, decently patient parent, which is, I love you, Corey. That is exactly what you needed. You needed to have somebody who was patient and wasn't combative or didn't, what do you call it? When, what's the opposite of being really locked down? Right?
Chill?
You needed to have more, I think
Laid
you
back?
needed latitude and freedom. And he knew how to give that to you because I think that's what he always wanted. So I think that's why you guys probably got along. Mom and Dad are just plain tired and worn out raising you others. Yeah, exactly. Right? Once you get to the youngest, you're like, dang, I've already done this 4 other times. And you're like, oh my gosh, do I have the energy for this? But then you still the battle is with my youngest is the phone, right? I'm like, you're not getting a phone until you can monitor and manage yourself with screen time. And so you might be very old, and I'm stubborn that way. I will not just plunk him in front of entertainment or just do the lazy way out because I'm tired. Masochist that way. So I'm like, well, if it's going to inherently really mess him up for me to do this, I have to clock back in. Yes, exactly. Be less overbearing, for sure.
I'm just getting this to be the right size, guys. I made it had her cut it a little bit more short than necessary, so I'm just switching out for some larger jump rings so that it's not overly tight, even if it does fit.
Yeah, I think so. We had two different types of parenting style, and my dad was very controlling. And I think after, you know, he experienced that as a kid, he was like, "Well, I'm going to be opposite of that for sure."
Okay. Can I just need you to secure this for me? Because it's not trained to lay flat.
What do you
just
want
close
me to do?
these. Close these. Leave the leather alone. Just close those.
You want me to just clasp
Yes.
this onto here? Okay.
You have it upside down.
I'm trying to understand what you're
Just
asking
clasp
me to
them
do.
together. Yeah.
Yeah, fasten the bracelet. Okay.
All right.
On.
So we have this fastened, and now I'm just going to take my leather. I want to add more leather, extra wrapping and everything. So I'm just taking this like so, wrapping it around a few times. And I'm going to do the same thing on this other side.
Maybe with being the youngest, that's how I learned to be like stubborn about certain things. With most of the kids, I'd be like, the more you ask for it, the less chance you're going to get it. If they're being whiny.
Okay, just wrapping around more. I want this to be like very ultra wrapped. And then I'm going to cut off my excess bit here. And then just gonna tie. You could totally do a clasp too, but I'm gonna tie it.
So what do you guys think? Are you excited to play with this lute? You should be getting it soon.
Ta-da! So you get a little bit of that sari poking through for some fun color, and then you get mostly leather, and it's like a nice, substantial bracelet now. Look at that.
Yeah, that looks great.
Look how cool that is. Baller. All right. I'm just going to show you guys a few of these things. So we have our bracelet. Do you want to zoom in? No, that's like a full cuff now.
Yeah, that's great.
And then we have obviously this necklace that I have on. Very simple, very easy.
And I would do an addition of a chaton in his mouth if you're going to make one of those.
You could do this bracelet stacked.
Yeah, that's cool together. I think it's like kind of like gothic feeling, which is
Yeah.
cool. Right? All of the different things.
And then you can do, where are my earrings? We also have these that are completely finished from today.
Ooh, Lute is shipping this week, guys. So you're going to have these pieces to play with very, very soon.
Very pretty there. And then we have these earrings, and I'll show this one on as well. Ta-da!
Corian, do you have any more of these lutes? Or is like everything, are they completely sold out? if somebody wanted to buy just this one that wasn't already subscribed. Let me know in the comments here.
Oh, and then I'm gonna bring her on actually
Yeah.
for our giveaway.
Woohoo.
So I am going to get that to her.
Awesome, Peggy. She says, I love it and I'm looking forward to this loot. So maybe like 2 more. Let us know in the messages if you haven't subscribed to the loot and you want this goodie batch. Just message us here in the comments. Peggy, we are going to have some specials going on the retail website coming this week. Look out for announcements. The only one that we have right now is the wood sale. So we have 40% off of all the wood panels, which we did amazing inspiration with that last week. So that's going on right now. But I do have some sales up my sleeve. I just had to take a little break over the weekend and didn't publish them yet.
She's here.
All right, woo!
I'm here, everybody. Yes, so we are working super hard this week. We're gonna get the loots shipped out, the backstage pass membership, their vintage stash shipped out, as well as the warehouse orders. So we have a lot going on this week. But we're doing a little panel giveaway today. These are the ones that you do have to pop out. They do not have the sticky back. So this is 1 out of 4. See, there's no sticky back.
It looks pink. Is it pink?
No, they're normal wood tones. I think it's just reflecting off my monitor.
Yeah, it's just. I was like, did she stain these pink? Because her fingers look pink too, or is that just the monitor?
That's my background monitor, so it's
That's
probably
so funny.
Got it. But they're not pink, I swear. Just normal birch wood. It says 3 out of 4.
Ooh, Lynn said she's getting her wood pack in the mailbox today. Woohoo!
Yay!
Out of those cute selection of the wood panels. And then I did a little doodle, a pre-doodle before our winner gets announced.
Oh, it's so cute. It's a little fox. Xavier would love
There's
that.
more videos.
Yeah, I would.
Peggy was asking if there's any special going on at the retail website.
I addressed that.
Oh, I didn't see it yet. It didn't pop through.
No, I answered live.
Oh, yeah.
You were otherwise occupied.
That's funny.
Cute. Right. Oh my gosh. I'm just seeing it now. Very cute.
Oh, thing. All right, I'm copying everybody's names into a little wheel of spinning because we love our wheel of spinning. I'm gonna do this one full screen. Remember, you do have to have an open order with Vintage to claim the giveaway, but it's purple because we did purple silk today, and it kind of matches my little pinky fox. Ainsley, you want to give me the countdown?
Sure. 3, 2, 1, go.
Who is it? Connie!
Yay!
So Connie won our panel giveaway. I think she already has an open order, so she's covered there, and we will ship this to her in her open order. Perfect.
Corey, I'm surprised you have a pink background.
Why?
You're always like, I'm not painting it pink.
Hold
Except
on.
for
It's
Aunt Nancy.
it's more like a purple, blue, red moon with like a little bit of pink in there. Just a
Guys, she's
tiny
going off brand.
That's what
that for a
happens
long.
when you start designing a lot, like weekly. It's your
You're-
palette expands. It does.
Yeah.
I never
Sure.
designed with purple, and you would never know it now, or red.
Yeah.
You would never know. You would never know that.
I have there was one piece that I did and I used crimson red, and I never use crimson red, but I used just the smallest amount of it with a different color, and it was gorgeous. I what it was. I'll have to see if I can do that little technique again for a warehouse live, but it was stunning. I was like, I never use this crimson red because it's so bright. I'm not a fan of red. It's Ian's favorite color, but definitely not mine. But you know,
Yeah.
the more you practice and the more you work at things, the better you're going to get at things like
Yeah.
that. So, all right, everybody, I am hopping off today, but I will see you soon.
Thanks, Corian.
Connie, what product are you asking about, Connie? I can send you the link if you let me know here in the comments which product you're asking about. Are you talking about the warehouse loot? We would need to send you an invoice for that if that's what you're talking about, because this is already closed out orders for this last.
Also, guys, should we do we would have to order some stuff to do this, but should we do some more like brooches and pins? I don't know how many of you guys wear them. But today, I wore a scarf today, and I actually used I have a little pin that my aunt gave me. Pretty cute. And I used it to secure my scarf. So it's hitting those winter months.
I think
and it's
so,
perfect for cute little jackets.
The dangly one that you did, they did some kind of derivative ones of that on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
So I would say that if we did it, it would have to be ones that are like more focal.
That's what I was thinking too, is we should do some focal ones.
That would be a very interesting thing to do, I think.
So, what do you guys think? Focal pins, I think that'd be really cool to add, because we've been doing lots of, our bracelet, earrings, necklaces, as always, because that's kind of our specialty, but just a thought.
Yeah. So, Connie, again, if there's an individual product, a lot of them are linked here in the comments. Or if it's the loot, you just message us about it. It's $100. If you're subscribed, you get a monthly shipment. This is the October loot, but Corian said she could make one or two more if you don't have it. So.
Yep, we did do that, but that's why I'm thinking about if we should do some more. And that's why I'm asking, because I wanted to know if you guys like that.
I think
Jean
with the big
said
focal,
yes, please.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think with a big focal maybe would be really
and
cool.
then we'll definitely find a really nice and reliable Amazon link for you guys for that as well.
Yeah, for the pin backs.
Yep,
for sure.
Oh, she said she accidentally hit a button. It probably automatically generates questions or something.
Somebody said they did that too, because they're asking how to purchase or whatever. It's probably an auto, an auto thing where it fills in what a question would be.
Pins to your socks if you wear shorts/skirts. What do you mean by that, Peggy?
I think it's like a trend where you add a pin to your sock or your leg warmer.
Oh, really?
Like
I've not seen
decoratively.
that.
Yeah.
I've not seen, but that would be cute. Maybe I should do that.
Yeah, I think so. I think that would be very on brand for you.
Yes, it would be.
Because Ainsley loves her cute socks. Wait, show them what your socks are today.
Well, I have
So
leg warmers on. They're not socks.
Really? You're on. Just stand on the chair.
Okay.
Ugh. There we go. And I can show the cuteness.
And then I have really thick socks underneath this because I'm wearing Doc Martens. And yeah, I need to get more Doc Martens. I love these shoes. They're so comfortable. I wore these
a pin would be so cute on those, right?
I wore these for my Joker costume, and it was great. They're so comfortable that now that they're broken in.
Yeah, I need to get more.
More Doc Martens. I'll have them forever.
Definitely. All right. Well, I think we are due to finish up today.
Yes, we definitely are. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you so much. We will see you next time. And what is next time?
Next time is going to be
awesome exclusive stuff.
insane. I'm thinking it's going to be an exclusive bundle instead of individual kits. So probably a new bead mix, and then a bunch of like really exclusive stampings where we're only going to have like 10 of these.
So prepare your wallets for this because it will be more pricey because these are so exclusive.
Yeah.
But you definitely need these pieces, and all the designs that I have planned out for it are amazing. Not to like pat myself on the back.
Yeah, they're
they're very beautiful, and there's so many options you guys are going to be able to use for these. So I would definitely recommend these are going to be great for maybe your exclusive upper end pricey designs.
Yeah, for sure. And holiday gift giving if you want to be creating something extra special.
Absolutely.
Because once the kit is gone, these are not coming back. It's
correct.
They just are not cost effective for us to carry a large inventory of them. So,
but you guys do get a little snippet of them. So you get just like a little bit, even though we can't offer them. Somebody said, I want a sneak peek. Too bad.
That's Corey.
No. Not for you, not for anybody. You guys got the sneak peek of my future bracelet when we get our wire back in stock. Yeah. But that's the only sneak peek recently that you're going to get. Thank you guys, though. We will definitely be so excited to show you guys this.
And so next week, also look forward to, we're going to be doing a tutorial on a couple of our sets that we haven't featured in live. So we're going to be doing the Weathered Copper and the Aurora, I believe.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
All right.
Thank you so much.